Hey, what's up? Yo. It's been a while since we've worked on the 7M. It's just been kind of busy lately, but I had a little bit of time tonight, so I thought I would just take care of a couple things I've been meaning to. Here's the old 7M that we pulled out of the white Supra. Soon we're going to start ripping it apart and cleaning up the parts that we need and putting them on the Wildfire 7M. Not tonight, but soon. In the meantime, I've just been cleaning up a couple things. I changed out all the valve cover bolts because I don't like the stock 7M ones, which look like this. These are terrible. So these are actually all off of 1UZs and 2JZs. They're the same thread pattern, and they are actually identical between the UZ and JZ. And also, I'm using the coils that came with my 2JZ. They're almost plug and play, really. They fit right into the spark plug holes, obviously. And the connectors are actually identical to the stock 7M coils. I only need to extend the harness, which should be pretty simple. So the engine's almost ready to go back in. Just a couple things left. Number one, I have to finish this wiring that I'm doing, and number two, I have to figure out where I'm going to put this wastegate. And then once I take care of those two things, I can take it off the engine stand, put the flywheel and clutch on, and mate it with the transmission, and we'll be ready to drop it in. In the meantime, back to this wiring. What I'm doing here is, since I'm not using the 7M coil pack, I'm using the JZ coils. I have to make a new patch harness between the coils and this little connector right here. So what I've done is cut a little hole in this like plastic conduit thing, and I'm gonna run the wires through there and have the connector come out right here, just plug right in. So I finished the wiring. Came out pretty well. I'm pretty happy with it. I got, let's see, cylinders 6, 3, and 2, and you know, of course, the ground is all coupled together. Pretty simple. It all goes through this little plastic conduit, like I mentioned, and there's the connector. Could have been a little better, but I'm pretty happy with it. Now the next order of business, I forgot to mention, but I also have to relocate the dipstick because, well, the original one can't go where it's supposed to because there's now a turbo in the way. The original CT26 was further in, and this won't work anymore. So I have an extra one, and I've actually already bent it to where I want it. Let's see, it fits right here, just like that, with a little bit of persuasion. Boom. And it's gonna end up about right there. And I've already started working on a bracket. That's gonna go there. And then I just have to do a little bit more shaping, and then I will basically level it out and weld that. So it should be pretty solid. That's what I'm gonna work on right now. Basically all I have left to do, I gotta put a couple belts on, which I have to find the power steering belt. I don't know where that went. I have the alternator belt right here. Gotta find the power steering belt, put that on, and then I can finally take the engine off the stand and begin mating the flywheel, clutch, and transmission, so on and so forth. The plan is to go ahead and put the engine in this Saturday. Whether or not that happens, we'll find out, but that's the goal, and that's what I'm gonna try to aim for.
All right. Today's the day. Today is the day. Ready, sir? Ready? You ready?
Alright, so it's been a long day. The guys are already gone, but the mission was a success. We got the engine in, it's in permanently, it's not coming back out, and from this point on it's mostly just a matter of plumbing. So we've already notched the shock tower to fit the turbo, and I left the turbo out because it's basically gonna have to go in and back out about 1,000 times while we fabricate all the piping. So we've got to do the wastegate piping, the downpipe, and the intercooler piping. First step would be removing the front bumper, which is no joke on these cars, but it's gonna have to get done. After that, I have a new fuel pump I need to put in, and a new fuel filter. May or may not replace the fuel lines. Luckily we've got the engine in just in time to avoid the storm. So today was overall a success. Alright, so I'll catch you guys later.